nutrition plans.
Okay. Realistically, what would you say is like the startup cost for someone hoping to start a home business, like home studio?
There's such a huge range.
Obviously, it depends what kind of equipment you want. I mean, for us, I can say easily it's $50,000. I mean, flooring, let alone, is so expensive. Dumbbell sets. It totally depends what you want, but you got to even think about it right down to, you know, the cleaning wipes you use for your equipment. I mean, that's like an ongoing cost. Every month you got to buy cleaning wipes. To start up, we were super lucky. Like, I'd worked at a fitness equipment store. I'm managing there, so I got wonderful discounts on all of our equipment, so that was a bonus.
Yeah.
But
and it depends, because you can get, I think our treadmill would have been like $7,000, but it was.
Got it on Kijiji.
Right.
$400. You know,
Yeah.
like obviously you
Super
search for a deal, but generally I'd say if you're gonna do it all new, around $50,000.
Were there any like unexpected expenses that you guys had to come across?
No.
I don't think so.
I think we were pretty prepared. It's basically put in the gym. The only really like continual cost would be like I said, wipes. If like, God forbid, one of your pieces of equipment breaks or like something is wearing out, maintenance. Obviously your utilities if it's in your home.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any, like obviously you're partners with each other, but outside partners or investors?
Nope.
No.
Just us.
How long would you say it takes to make a profit?
That's kind of hard to say because we did have that money
Saved already.
Yeah.
So instead, I wouldn't say like, I would say it was more of an investment because I mean, even if we weren't training, it'd be our own home gym.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have it regardless of whether we started the company or not. So I think we almost immediately turn a profit.
The money we put back into it.
It's how you kind of look at it.
In the first, what, sorry?
First 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
That would have been paid for.
Yeah.
And just having that access from home and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So.
How do most of your clients find you?
Word of mouth.
100%. Yeah.
All of our clients normally find us through word of mouth, or they happen to stumble across a Facebook page, but otherwise it's all word of mouth.
So you previously mentioned like in Vernon you guys were bartending, so that would be how you prospected there.
Yeah.
Do you have any prospecting tips that you would have utilized here since moving back that you guys
Be
have used?
social.
Yeah.
You know, network, get to know people, always be nice to everyone. Like, you never know who you're talking to when you meet someone for the first time, and you don't know what that's going to bring. I mean, we have one client who all of a sudden we had 7 more clients because of her just telling people about us. So, you know, you treat your clients like gold, and they're going to tell people, and that's how we became what we are.
Social media is such a big part
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. That just makes sure
displaying your lifestyle.
Yeah. Just bringing out your passion is so important. Yeah.
Would you guys say you have a target market?
General fitness?
General.
Not so much like an age group. I mean, like, I have clients in their 50s and we have clients in their teens. So I wouldn't say there's really an age market for us. It's just general fitness, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the largest scope of what you're going to see is it's so much weight loss, muscle gain is going to be probably 90% of what you see. So I'd say that's 90% of what we bring in, and then I work with some athletes and competitors and stuff like that. But yeah, general fitness, and then you have the odd person come along if you get to throw something a little bit different at.
Yep. What marketing strategies have you found the most successful?
Make your clients look good.
Yeah, those like there are billboards.
Yeah.
You just kind of have so many.
You have a client reach their goals or surpass them, and if you have a client walking around who just lost 60 pounds, everyone's going to be asking, like, what did you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, go see Danica FitMD. Done. Best marketing ever. It is just making your clients happy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found anything that's like you found unsuccessful?
We did a little bit of just tossing a little bit of money into Facebook promotions and ads, and you know we could have had a professional go in and do that to find out where all the keyword research and stuff like that. We had more people, more traffic coming through to our page, liking our page, visiting our page, views went up, stuff like that. But
I would say it's a ton of new clients by any means compared to word of mouth.
There's so many pages out there for pure motivational pages and stuff like that, but most of it just again comes through word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you guys offer in terms of like products and services?
So we don't offer like products, but service-wise, like online training, single packages, doubles packages, and then we kind of integrate corrective exercise into all, depending on what person needs, but most of our training is integrated with that. So
Boot camp
in the summertime. summertime boot camp here in Summerside,
Yeah.
which is always a huge hit.
Do you guys have like a minimum package that people have to buy, or is it kind of?
Yeah, well, you can do like a one-on-one just to try it out, because a lot of people, especially if they don't know us already, they want to just be like, you know,
You gotta do your right
make
shopping
sure
around.
that you're the right trainer for them and they're the right client for you. You have to click and you have to be able to have a relationship, otherwise, you know, you're not going to stay accountable to someone you don't care what they think, right? So being able to click is huge. So some people will just do like a one-on-one and then they'll buy a package. The minimum package is like 12-session package. Maximum is a 32-session package. But most people just go straight into packages because they already
They kinda
know us through word of mouth or
Mm-hmm.
seen us on social media or whatever. So
Who would you guys say is your biggest competition?
Nobody.
no one. I think
Yeah.
the second you start looking at other trainers as competition is kind of when you fail as a trainer. I mean, we're all kind of working towards a common goal of keeping people healthy and like giving people their lives back. That it's like you don't want someone else to go out of business just so that you can have more clients, like because they're helping the people that you don't have the time to help. So
Mhm.
And I think there's millions and millions of people in Edmonton, and the market is so
It's
big.
never ending.
It's so big for personal
Yeah.
training. There's getting new people coming into it all the time. With us doing our online, there's billions of people in the world,
yeah,
and I think there's more than enough clientele
to go around.
to go around.
Let alone, I mean, just in Summerside, I know 3 gyms and a couple of personal trainers here in Summerside, but
There's no shortage.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
And I think if you do a good job, you're gonna never have problems finding clientele, because what you put in is what you get out of it.
Have you guys found that you offer promotions or incentives throughout the year for your business?
Not really
Not
an
really.
incentive. We have a promotion for New Year's just because.
Yeah, I would throw a little promotion out there for New Year's sometimes. I think we've done it twice out of 4 years. With our clients, like current and past, we'll give them a little discount on signing up for boot camp, opposed to new people coming in.
Kind of give them first
Give them
dibs.
first dibs on the spots because we only open 25 spots and they're full so fast. So we give the opportunity to our past and current clients to sign up first, and then whatever remaining spots are open, it's open to the public. But otherwise, like we don't really need to do refer a friend and get a free session.
If it came to it where I think business was a little bit slower, and we might
Yeah, we
open
could
that
do
up a
that.
little bit. But for right now,
Like I said, we
offering-
retain so many clients that we don't always have spots available. So even if someone were to be like, okay, I'm referring my friend, it's like I can't take them on anyway. My schedule's full. Like,
Yeah.
so we don't really have to do a lot of that.
Have you done any cross promotion with like other companies?
Yeah, so we do work with Guaranteed Nutrition, just because we're not experts at supplements, so we're gonna send them to an expert, and we don't get any special treatment. It's not like we send them a client, we get money for it. It's just like knowing that our clients are taken care of and in good hands.
We really trust them over there.
We
'cause
really
they're-
trust them. They're not gonna just like force them into, oh, you need this, 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 and they only need this. You know, they're not going to sell them stuff that they don't need, so we really appreciate that out of them. And then for them too, if they have clients that are looking for personal trainers, they recommend them to us. So it's just a really great networking system through them.
Yeah.
Did you have any mentors that you?
Surprisingly enough, no, because I was never working in a studio. Never was directly around
Other trainers.
other trainers, because which in a way kind of sucks. I'd love to be around other people and bounce ideas back and forth, but that's only between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say that I have any direct in-person mentors. There's people I love to follow and read about and interact with on Twitter and stuff like that, but yeah, not so much in person, I would say.
Are there any networking tools that you found really successful?
Social media.
Yeah, social media.
I mean, I think that's a huge thing. If you're not on Facebook, if you're not on Twitter, if you're not on Instagram, like, everyone's living with their phones attached to their hands. If they can't find you on there,
You don't exist.
they're not gonna, exactly, you don't exist.
Make
Plain and
sure
simple.
you're up there at the top of their minds.
Yeah.
And don't.
And making sure that you can show them that you live the lifestyle,
Mhm.
like, is huge.
How did you determine the cost of your services?
Originally, we just kind of went beginning with the going rate for startup businesses, and then as we gain more knowledge and experience and credibility, I mean, the price went up, and haven't had an issue with it at all. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're extremely expensive, and I wouldn't say we're cheap, because I mean, you can find a personal trainer on Kijiji for $25, but you're gonna pay for what you get.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no issue saying, okay, a 32 package is this much money, and it's like not like, sorry, you're gonna have to pay this much. It's like we're very confident and you're gonna get what it's worth and more. So we know that we're worth
Free
it.
shakes after, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice.
You play Mario Kart.
It's like, oh, you forgot your water? Well, let me just grab you a glass. You know?
Are there any pieces of equipment that you would say are must-haves for your home studio?
Yeah, dumbbells, a bench, squat rack, and a barbell. I think everything else that we have is definitely like a bonus, but if you're gonna go bare minimum,
Make sure that kind of stuff.
that kind of stuff, and a mirror.
Yeah, a mirror's nice.
What about for mobile training, like when you run your boot camps?
Well,
Wow.
we drag out a ton of our equipment to our boot camps. Like we have an hour setup, an hour takedown. We bring out probably 10 or 20 kettlebells. We bring out tons of dumbbells. We bring out so much equipment. So I would say, you know, you're not just standing in a circle doing jumping jacks in our boot camp. Like
So
you're
much.
lifting.
And we've seen so much of that in the boot camp style is just kind of exercising in a circle, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but we want to provide just a little bit more and have, you know, people be hands-on with equipment.
Yeah, so we have like 5 or 6 TRXs, we have dumbbells, we have kettlebells. I mean, we could make our boot camp work with less, but because we have so much more, it's just, like I said, a bonus that we can bring out medicine balls, we can bring out our exercise mats, and I mean, no, you don't need exercise mats, but they're great to have so you're not getting dirty, but.
What have been the biggest obstacles from opening your own business?
I wouldn't
Nothing.
say there's been too much.
I mean, obviously there's some things like making a waiver. I mean, you get a lawyer to do it. I'm not great with accounting, so we hired an accountant. I mean, I wouldn't say those were issues by any means because it was a really simple fix. But
once you're financially set to do that, it just takes so much of the pressure off of
yeah,
you putting in time. You can focus on what you're good at opposed to trying to kind of nitpick around. Like, stuff we don't like to do.
I wouldn't say we had very much trouble at all.
For waivers, was there anything you would recommend that has to go in them, like things that you would make sure not to forget?
Letting the lawyer take care of that.
Yeah, letting a lawyer take care of that's huge. But I mean, like we have little things like a cancellation policy, like making sure people give you notice and they're not just bailing on you 5 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, cancellation
cancellation
policy. Yeah, you don't
What
want
else
to
is
have
there?
people.
Refunds.
Yeah.
You know, you want to prevent people from like. It sounds weird, but you want to prevent people from getting out of a package any way possible because you know. People changing a person's habit, like they hired you for a reason, and it's clearly because they suck at doing it themselves. So they've hired you to make sure that you make that happen for them. If they're just like, oh, I don't want to come back, can I have my money back? It's an easy way out, right? So we don't do refunds. It's like they have to stick around, otherwise they're going to lose a lot of money. Money is an incentive to stick around. So not doing that, having a 24-hour cancellation policy. So it's like, oh, you slept in, you're going to be 10 minutes late. Well, I'd rather not go, but I'm going to lose my money if I don't, so I'm going to get my ass there.
Do it again.
Yeah, expiration policy. Like, we have a minimum, you have to see us twice a week to 3 times a week. So if you don't see us for 3 months in a row, it expires. And we want to keep everyone on track. We want to keep everybody progressing towards their goals. So we have all these policies in place for that. And so I think that's a huge thing on top of a waiver. So,
Knowing what you know now, is there anything you wish you would have done differently?
bought a bigger house.
Yeah.
I wish my studio was bigger, but now we are buying a new house, so
Yeah.
it will be bigger. But
No, it's
No,
been pretty good.
it's
I wish
been
we'd have
easy.
put the studio in a little bit earlier.
yeah,
So
we only
it's
opened
just
it
such a
a year
nice,
and a half
such a nice
ago.
convenience to have to, you know, sometimes just be able to roll out of bed and get
Go downstairs to
going.
work.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Any pieces of advice you'd like to offer someone starting out?
Make sure you're super passionate about it and make sure it's
Yeah.
the right career for you. I think I see too many people jump into the industry thinking it's going to be easy, and it's not. You need to keep learning. You need to be passionate. You need to live the lifestyle.
And you gotta remember that people are coming to you to change their lives. Like, they're putting their bodies, the most personal thing that they have, in your hands. And if you're not gonna take it seriously and like treat it like gold, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Like, someone's gonna give you the most important part of them, and you can't play with that.
Yeah.
So be serious about what you're
That's
gonna
when I
do.
see people handing out just generic programs to
Yeah.
everybody. It can be almost kind of a little bit heartbreaking knowing that this person is going and doing this full out, putting their time, their energy, their body and everything into it, and you're just copying and pasting a workout and putting a different name on it. So that's not okay.
What would you say are your favorite sources for information? So you mentioned like a lot of online sources.
Yeah, I'd say
Twitteraholic
Twitter,
here.
and then I have just my list of Twitter guys I like to go and interact with, and then oh man, I could just go on and on about all those guys. But yeah, she hates me because I'm just always on there and reading and interacting in articles and.
Yeah,
That's
obviously
pretty
peer-reviewed articles and stuff like that, but for me, I just find I learn the most from trial and error. What works for someone, what doesn't, and I kind of like to create my own system of. But I mean, every single person is different, so you kind of have your own system for each person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same question, kind of like any training books that you'd recommend or things you found really helpful along your journey?
Number of books.
I really anything by Eric Cressy I've really
Mhm.
liked. He's so good at interacting with you. He's I don't know. I really like Eric Cressy.
Yeah,
That's my
I would
guy.
say so too.
Yeah, he's really cool.
And what would you guys say you do to keep yourselves inspired? Because training can be pretty hard sometimes.
I think we feed off of each other. I mean, like, creating different workouts all the time, and it's like, once in a while I'll train him, or once in a while he'll train me, and it's like, I don't know, it just kind of, you always want to do better for each other.
Yeah, and I like, we go on vacation lots, so it's always good to want to look good for the vacations
Yeah,
you're
I
around,
want to
which
look
is
good for
kind of
vacations.
nice.
At the same time, on our vacations, we're not just relaxing. Normally, that's when we're redoing our business plan. It's like, where do we want to take it to now? Like, what do we want to do to keep this moving forward? Or like, what do we want to change? It's every vacation we come up with something.
So like when you have that time to relax, you have time to expand and think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Anything more you want to add?
No, I don't think so. You had a lot of good questions.
Yeah, you had a lot of good questions.
Really a lot of good questions.
Well, that's it then.
Okay.
Perfect.